In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I epoxy my lures. Let's get started. So today, I'm going to be using the UV resin. It's kind of messy, but it works really good. Cures in about 15 minutes, so eat a sandwich and let it cure. And I get a paper clip. I just put it at the bottom so it drips off. If you don't do that, that hole will actually, um, it won't be a hole. And it'll kind of form around that hole and drip down a lot, and you're gonna have to cut it off, and it's pretty much a disaster if you don't have just a simple paper clip. And I like to get something you can get messy with, so I have this Air Jordan shoebox, and that works great for me. But this is the epoxy I've been using for the past like month or two, and it's been great. The only problems I have had with it is when I used like a paintbrush, and I just paintbrushed it on. And it got like bubbles in it, and it just didn't work that good. So I'm like, I seen people use jars and pour it in jars, and just dip it. I'm like, that seems really simple, and I gave it a shot. So I used two of these and just a mason jar and sealed it up, put tape around it so the UV sun doesn't harden it. In my room, I have to have the curtains on, covered up the sunlight or it'll harden. So keep that some more secure, and always make sure that lid's on too. So what I did before in the past is I like I said, I paintbrushed it on. That didn't work out great. There's bubbles in it. It wasn't thick enough. I had to double epoxy it. So that wasn't great. Then I got advice from one dude. He said put it in the freezer for 5 minutes. See if that works. It worked all right until you got it in the sun and it bubbled up again. Then I put it in hot water, and that worked just about the same. So what I did was I just got two of these from Amazon. They're about 15 bucks a piece, which isn't bad at all. And I just poured a whole thing of it, two whole things of it, into a jar like this. So it's filled up pretty good. And this is when you get your box. And you just grab your lure. You could even dip your bill in it too. So you could do it that way, or you could just do it that way. And with this one, I'm just going to do it just like that. So dip that, just like that, and let that drip off really good. So I'm just going to let it sit right there for probably a minute, just to make sure all that excess excess resin comes off of it. Just make sure it all comes off. And then why I like to do this is because it has no bubbles. It's really quick and efficient. And you can only do it one time, but it's really efficient, as I said, and it doesn't have any bubbles. That's just the way I like to do it. And when you dip it, it just gets really thick, unlike when you do it with a paintbrush. So this is the best way for me to do it for now. So as you see, it's dripping off. That really slowly. I'm going to move it to this box. Make sure its lid's on. I'm just going to let it drip here for a little bit. Then I'll put it in the sun. Some people have boxes they use. Like get on Amazon, it's like a UV box. And you could hang it in the UV box and just have it inside like your room or inside. So on like rainy days, rainy, cloudy days, or you can't do it outside, it's really nice to do it inside and just hang it. It's pretty much as like the sun, even a little bit quicker than the sun. Um, so it's a UV box, about 100 bucks, which I'm gonna get one in the near future. But for now, I'm just gonna do it this way. Now it's dripping off. I'm gonna move outside so it gets the sun. Now we're in the full sun, no shade. And on cloudy days, it doesn't work great. It says it'll cure in like 20, 25 minutes. But I've done it before and it just doesn't work great. It's sticky. So I just like to do it on sunny days. Make sure it drips. As you see, it's not even dripping great because the UV. And I'm just going to move it to here. It's another paper clips. Put that inside the top. And that's simple as it gets. You don't need to overcomplicate it. Sometimes I might put this under if it drips. And that's how I like to do my UV epoxy, and it's obviously really easy. And I had several epoxies before in the past that haven't worked great, but this is working great for now. I've used two-part resin in the past. Hasn't worked great for me. It works. It just takes like 24 hours, which is too long for me. I'm not that patient. So this is 15 minutes or shorter, and it's been working great for me. So I use that UV resin. You can find it on Amazon for about 15 bucks, as I said. This is work great. I'm going to wait 15 minutes. I'm going to show you guys the after results. Okay, I waited over 15 minutes because it was in the shade for a while. So I moved it to a different spot. And I use this cooking sheet or cooking rack. That works great for me. So you just take that off the top. And it's done like that. Looks nice and clear. No bubbles. And if you have to, you could second epoxy it. But that's done right there. And you want to do it on a sunny, hot day, preferably, or just get one of those boxes. But that's how you do it. Simple, no need to overcomplicate it. And thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this video. Bye for now.